this is really happening. What I like is bright. Okay. Hey y'all. Welcome to my channel. Wait. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna try so hard not to do that weird YouTube voice because I feel like sometimes as soon as I get in front of the camera, it just comes up. But hello, welcome. So happy to have you here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. So hello, yes, we're here. So I just kind of wanted to do my first video as like an introduction, talk to you a little bit about why I decided to start a YouTube channel, what you can expect to see here, and then I have some questions that I printed out that I'm gonna answer just like about myself and stuff that y'all don't know. I had to print this all out because I'm actually recording on my phone. We'll get to the reason why in a minute. But I had to print this all out because I wanted to have it so that I could reference it, obviously. And I can't like scroll through my phone, so here we are. So welcome, my name is Alex. If you didn't know, hopefully it's written somewhere on the page. But my name is Alex. So I really wanted to start a YouTube channel because probably since like, I want to say 2014, 2015, I used to do this on Snapchat, okay? Like, I used to sit and just pick a topic. People would, like, send me topics. Shout out to Alexis, because she would send me, like, a whole list. People would send me topics, or I would just, like, go on a rant about something I saw that day and just, like, go for hours, right? Same thing kind of happens on Instagram, and then I realized, how would I get on a platform that is specifically for that, so that my stories on Instagram aren't 5 minutes. So we're here, but I kind of just wanted to talk about a range of things, right? So one of the things that people ask me about on my Instagram is like hair, makeup. You can't tell by looking at me, but every once in a while I dibble and dabble in both of those. As you can see, I don't have any hair, so I do like wear wigs from time to time. I've been playing around with makeup probably since I was like 16. I want to say maybe for like 4 years I've like actually been like doing full faces, trying to build skills and stuff like that. Probably like a year maybe since I actually started trying to wear hair, and maybe like 6 months since I actually trying to like wear real hair that looks presentable out in public. But you know, we're learning, we're growing. One thing that I want to tell y'all, don't come to me for advice. I'm not an expert on nothing. The only thing I know how to do is get these degrees, and we'll get to that. But no, I just wanted to kind of have this space where I could talk about whatever it is that I wanted to talk about for as long as I wanted to talk about without people DMing me like, you're doing yourself wrong. So I want to do definitely some beauty, definitely some hair, definitely some makeup. But like I said, I'm not an expert in either one of those things. But what I do know how to do is get this degree, okay? So I also want to talk about academics, right? Like I think something that was really important to me was like, if you all don't know, which why would you? You're strangers. I am a third-year PhD student, getting a PhD in history. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think I always kind of grew up with this idea of like what it meant to be a professor, what it meant to be an academic. I never really thought about the fact that like, or I never really saw representations of like Black women, especially not young Black women who had PhDs, who had degrees, who had a life, who were independent, who didn't have families. Like growing up, obviously, like my parents, well, not obviously, but my parents are married, they have kids. And so growing up, like all of the people that I was around when I was growing up also were parents with kids. So I never really had that many examples of like single women, because of course, like if you're married with kids, most of your friends are also gonna be kind of like in a similar path. So I think I really just wanted to give the world a representation of somebody who, I wouldn't say has it all, but has my hands in like a couple different things, right? Like I can go get a degree one day, and then I can go put on a wig and some makeup another day, and then I can go work in athletics a different day. Like I kind of do a whole bunch of things, and just really kind of break people out of that box of like, what does it mean to be an academic? What does it mean to be a PhD student? What does it mean to, I don't know, be a 25-year-old that's like kind of broke but figuring it out? So we're gonna start with some questions. Also, I do want to say, like, a lot of times people say like, so a lot of people have been asking me, here's some proof, y'all. Like people really do be asking me stuff, because I ask people like, okay, I'm gonna start a YouTube, what do y'all want to see from me? So I have that, and then I also printed out some questions. So we're gonna do a little get to know me. I have my wine. I honestly put out a random assortment of questions. So we're gonna go through those. Also, before we get into that though, let's talk about the production. Y'all don't come here for production, y'all come here for content. And so one of the things that I was really thinking about when I started my YouTube was like, I wanted to have the fanciest camera, and I wanted to have the fanciest lighting, and I wanted to have my logo set up. But I really thought, like, one, this is a representation of like my life. Like, I be just throwing stuff together. I got a $50 ring light off Amazon. I'm recording this on my iPhone 8. And I definitely do want to like kind of build and grow this platform as we embark on this journey together. You know, definitely get these shadows out of the background, definitely like decorate my wall somehow. But I really kind of wanted you all to join me in that process, right? I feel like whenever people talk about starting a YouTube, they feel like they have to start off like here. But I'm gonna start off like here, and I'm gonna let y'all watch me kind of work my way up, right? Like, I'll probably get a logo in the next couple of weeks. Probably actually use my camera. Also, shout out to my uncle, because he did buy me a camera, but because I am who I am, I lost the battery charger, and I told my high school English teacher that I was gonna have this video up by February 1st. I'm not gonna say her name because I feel like maybe that's information I shouldn't throw out on the internet, but if she's watching this, she knows who she is. And I'm kind of scared of her. So when I told her I was going to do something, I have to do it. So I didn't want to kind of like delay it, since I had been talking on my Instagram story like February 1st I'm going to come out with a video. February 1st I'm going to come out with a video. So in true Alex fashion, it is 12 a.m. on February 1st and I'm recording this. And I'm definitely going to edit it on my phone. So, you know, it's a little... There's definitely room for improvement here. I'll say that. But hopefully we can embark on this journey together. So let's get into some questions so y'all can learn a little bit more about me. So, when I say I pulled these off the internet, and I haven't even read them. So I'm gonna just pick a random selection. So, where are you from? Baltimore? Really, I say Baltimore and people make fun of me. People say I don't sound like I'm from Baltimore. I don't know what that means because I'm not great at picking up accents, but apparently I don't sound like I'm from Baltimore. But I am from Baltimore. East Side, what up? That's also not something somebody from Baltimore would say, but I promise I'm from Baltimore. Where do you currently live? I live in North Carolina. I'm not going to get specific. I don't know. I'm scared to get specific just because, like, I know that many people aren't going to watch this, but what if I accidentally go viral one day and then millions of people come to my channel? I don't want to, like, have any identifying information out there, you feel me? So I live in North Carolina. Who was your first best friend? I want to say my cousin Bria was my first best friend, but then also I remember in elementary school in like 3rd grade there was this girl named Tatiana. I haven't talked to her since elementary school, but I just remember we were like real cool and we just talked on the phone all the time, and then she moved away. Her little brother's name was London. So girl, if you find this, I hope you're doing well. How tall are you? I'm 5'6", according to me. I think I'm more like 5'5" and a half, 5'5" and a quarter, but whatever, 5'6". Y'all be 5'8" saying you 6 feet, so I can say I'm 5'6". Dogs or cats? Dogs. And you know what's funny about that? I was never really a dog person. I was never really an animal person because, you know, childhood trauma. I think I got chased by like 2 dogs in my lifetime and I was done. But recently, they're kind of cool. I really want a puppy, but I don't have time. I don't have patience. I'm not doing it. But maybe one day when I'm actually financially stable, and then if I have somebody else to take care of it. Because you really got to organize your life around when dogs poop and pee and eat. And I'm not doing it. Like, I dog sit now, and restructuring my life around them things is already enough. What is your favorite drink? I'm assuming that we're not talking about alcohol. Even though technically, you know. I'm gonna just do the first thing because mine. Welch's Concord Grape. Welch's Concord Grape is really that girl. What is your spirit animal and why? So I remember seeing on Twitter that, like, saying that you have a spirit animal is disrespectful to Native peoples because, like, that's terminology that they use for a specific reason and purpose. And so, like, when people kind of co-opt that, they're cheapening it in some way. So I try not to say spirit animal, and so I'm not gonna say spirit animal. I mean, not to get, like, too deep or anything, but no. And one more perfume. What scent is it? Where is it at? Brazilian Crush. It's not even a perfume. It's like a body spray from Sephora. Judge me, I guess. How would you describe your fashion sense? That's a good question because I feel like I don't have one. I feel like I try to embody like this Tiana Taylor kind of vibe, like sweatpants, Timberlands, like a Aaliyah kind of tomboyish, but make it fashion kind of thing. Like I'll wear like a full sweatsuit with a pair of Timberlands, but then have on like a wig and makeup, you know, like I'm comfortable but make it cute. 90% of the time, that's not what ends up happening. So I'm trying to develop a fashion sense, like as I get older and as I actually have money to buy real clothes. What's your go-to hairstyle? Next question. How many siblings do you have? I have 2. I have an older sister and I have a younger sister. I'm in the middle, so I'm the favorite, period. Funny story, my parents actually got us monogrammed shirts for Christmas with all of our initials in it, and that it was the biggest subliminal message. I think so. What is your go-to fast food order? Y'all gotta think I'm disgusting because I eat McDonald's regularly. Like McDonald's and Taco Bell are probably like my go-to fast food restaurants, and not even go-to because I think they're good, but I feel like that's just what's most convenient because of like the areas of town I be in. But at McDonald's, I've really been liking, ooh, excuse me, I've really been liking their chicken nuggets lately. Do you use a PC or Mac? PC, but Mac soon. I'm getting a new computer soon, so I'll be a Mac girl. Yeah, I really just want to text on my computer. Hold the phone. I really just want to be in class and be able to text on my computer. And I know that's trivial. And I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm almost done with classes, but I really just want to be able to text on my computer. Your most memorable vacation memory. I want to say it was Virginia Beach because it was something really embarrassing that happened to my sister, but I'm going to spare her for now. And I'm not going to talk about it, but no, that's probably one of my most memorable vacations. That or like going to Hershey Park all the time, like with my parents. I also remember like my parents would take us to amusement parks, and because my parents are my parents, they would wear like matching outfits. So they would have like, I remember one time it was like a yellow top, like a pale yellow top and khaki shorts. At the time, I was like, y'all are so lame, but now I really do think it's kind of cute. So what are your life goals? So like I said, I'm in a PhD program, right? I want to be a professor. I want to teach. I want to work with students. That's my passion. That's what I really love to do. However, I'm not somebody who feels like there's only one profession that I could excel at. You know, like there's a lot of different things that I do right now. I work for a startup. I'm a tutor. I'm a teaching assistant. I work for event operations at the university I go to. I do something else. What else do I do? Oh, and that's it, basically. But I feel like just like everything that I do in some capacity is working with students somewhat, except for like the startup. And I really like that, especially since, I don't know, I feel like when you're working with a student and they come in really doubtful about like what their capacity is, or when they have like all of these incorrect assumptions about like what they're going to be able to achieve, and then you kind of like shake it up and you can say like, oh, you can reach your goals, you can reach your potential, let's come up with a plan, how are we going to get there? And then you can kind of see them like change over the course of the semester, over the year. Like that's one of the best feelings to me, like helping people realize that their goals actually are obtainable and that they are more capable than what they seem, and like knowing that they know that you're invested in them. I feel like that to me is like my favorite thing. But I also feel like I'm open to possibilities, right? Like I know I want to be a professor, but then again, 5 years ago I probably was like more up in the air, right? So I'm one of those people where it's like I'm gonna get all the experience that I can, I'm gonna finish my PhD, I'm gonna apply to academic jobs, and then I'm gonna kind of see what's out there. But I'm gonna have 4 degrees by the time I'm done. I currently have 3. I'm gonna have a job regardless, okay? Period. What sports do you play or have you played? When I was little, I was so into basketball. I want to say like 7, 8. I thought I was going to be the next Lisa Leslie. That quickly came to an end. Then I played soccer. It was a lot of running. That came to an end. I did play varsity softball, and I wanted to play volleyball in high school, but I got cut from tryouts. So I'll say softball officially, because that's the only sport that I've played past like 12. In a real league. The other ones were like church leagues, so we didn't really play against people. But I actually did play softball for real. I ain't get a lot of play time. but I played, so it counts. Who are your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTubers, Aaliyah's Face, period. She's like my number one right now. I feel like it's definitely changed. I really do like Kathleen Lights. I think she's hilarious. I like Jackie Ina. Those are probably my top three. And I'm having and Hypnotic Lady. I love Hypnotic Lady. She does like hair tutorials, and the thing that I love about her is like her setup's so simple. She comes in, she does her hair, and then she's gone. Period. It's real straight to the point. She has really good she like does like wig reviews and stuff. They look bomb. So she's also one of my favorites. I also DM'd her and told her she was my favorite, and she replied. So we're basically best friends. Do you speak any languages, and how well? I was going to speak Spanish, but nothing came to me. I don't speak Spanish at all. I can read Spanish a little bit, but I feel like most people can if you read English because there's a lot of cognates. But I definitely don't speak it. I was in Spain. Was it Spain? Yeah. I was in Barcelona trying to speak Spanish. It didn't work. I also went to Madrid once to try to speak Spanish. That also didn't work, and people just started speaking me in English. And I was like low-key offended, but then I was also like, I get it. I'm butchering your language. My bad. Are you single or taken? I didn't see this question until I read it. I'm single. I have been for a while. And let me explain to you why. I'm gonna make this short. Because if you've ever been on my Instagram, you've heard me rant about this. And I'm probably going to do a video about this in particular. Like about dating, relationships, whatever. Just to get it out of the way. I mean, also because I love talking about it. Like my research is about like black love and relationships. So like I could talk about it all day. But I feel like, so I just turned 25 last week, right? And I feel like growing up, my parents have been married for like 30 years at this point. It'll be 31 years in June. I always grew up like with that like traditional nuclear family, right? Like I've known since I was probably like 7 that I wanted to get married and have a family, right? But I feel like in my early 20s, and I'm still in my early 20s, but I mean like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, even 24 a little bit. Like I would date people and I wouldn't explicitly state that I wanted to be in a relationship. I would just kind of like, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going with the flow, let's see what's up, we could kick it. And I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's kick it, let's see where it goes, knowing that like what I wanted was a relationship. And then it would kind of turn into this routine of like us just chilling and watching Netflix for like months on end. And then I'd be like, oh, so like, are we gonna make this relationship? And they'd be like, girl, no. So I think part of the reason why I'm single is because I was never really like comfortable telling people that I wanted to be in a relationship because I felt like it was gonna make me seem desperate. But I feel like it's not a thing of desperation. It's like I know that I want to be with somebody who wants to be with me. I would prefer to be in a committed relationship. Like casual dating stresses me out. Dating multiple people stresses me out. I say this all the time. I can't have multiple people texting my phone at once, right? Because it's like if Jake texts me on Tuesday, why did I say Jake? If Rashad texts me on Tuesday and then Tyrone texts me on Tuesday and both of them are like, oh, what are you doing Wednesday at 8? I feel like I'm just not comfortable being like, oh, sorry, Rashad, I'm going out. I have a date. And I don't want to lie and be like, oh, I'm busy. Or like, oh, I'll be at work. Like, I don't like lying. And I feel like I don't like it when people are making it seem like I'm just an option to them and that like I'm not fully invested in getting to know them. And it's not like you have to be in a relationship immediately. But I definitely think like if I like you and I see potential in you, then I'm going to date you to kind of see like, okay, where's this going? Is this going to work? So if I'm dating you and then dating other people, I feel like I'm not really able to like make a clear decision. But I also just feel like I'm not losing anything by dating one person at a time. And I'm not saying like jump into anything too fast, but I feel like date one person at a time, see if it works. Like I feel like 3 dates you should kind of be able to be like, oh yeah, like I'm interested in continuing this, or like no, it's not going to work out. I feel like there's big questions that you can ask in the beginning that cut people off, right? But people want to be talking about their favorite color and their high school best friend on the first date. No, let's talk about something real. Let's talk about like, what are your values? What's important to you? What are your goals? What do you want? Why are you dating? Like real questions. And obviously I feel like if y'all are coming to the date with different expectations of what you even want, already we don't need to go out again. And it's not like, oh, I'm gonna block you, but it's just like, okay, we're not looking for the same thing. You were cool, I had a great time, we can go our separate ways. I feel like I'm not answering the question. So why am I single? I'm single because I feel like up until recently I was never really expressing to the people that were trying to date me that I was trying to date with a purpose. And 2, just moving, honestly, I feel like played a big part of it. I went to school in Iowa, so I was there for 4 years. I'm from Baltimore, like I said, so going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, it's like I couldn't date anybody at home because I was only there during the summer and during breaks, and then I didn't really want to date anybody at school because really like the pool just wasn't that big, and because the school that I went to was like 1,600 students, it just wasn't gonna work. I just didn't really find anybody that I wanted to date there, so it was like kind of like a catch-22. After I graduated school, I went to London to get my master's. I was only there for a year, so I was dating somebody who like was amazing and everything was great, but then I moved back here, so obviously that didn't work out. And then I moved to North Carolina, and I'm busy. Like, I'm really, really busy. So I don't have a lot of time to socialize, to like meet new people. So I feel like it's really just like a matter of my circumstances. Like, I go to work. Excuse me. I go to work, I go to school, I come home, I do stuff like this, I play with my makeup, I play with my hair, I watch Netflix, I talk on the phone to my friends, because that's another thing too. I spend a lot of time on FaceTime and talking to my friends or on the phone because none of them live in North Carolina. So it's like, in order to maintain our friendships, like relationships, all kinds of relationships, all types of relationships take work. So I put so much of my time into maintaining my friendships that it's like there's not really a lot of time for me to meet people, and there's also just like not a lot of men that I come across that I even want to date or who want to date me. So I feel like I'm single because of circumstance, not because I'm crazy, which is like a weird thing that people say. 20. This is the last question. Hold on, wait, let me see if somebody asked me a question on Instagram. What's on your bookshelf? I'll do a whole different video about that, so I'm not gonna answer that right now. What's the best restaurant you've ever been to? I want to say Taco Bell. I know that's not true. That's not my answer at all. That's not my answer. Chill, chill, chill. Before y'all like turn this video off, that's not my favorite restaurant. That's just on my mind. The best restaurant I've ever been to, I don't know, but let me think of a restaurant I want back home. Because if I say a restaurant down here, y'all won't know where I live. I don't know if I want to disclose that just yet. Best restaurant you've ever been to? This isn't the best restaurant I've ever been to, but let me say my favorite food, and I'll think about an answer to this for like a future video. My favorite food is crab cakes, and one of my favorite places to get crab cakes from in Baltimore is Peppa's. Crab cakes outside of Baltimore are a myth, so please don't do that. How to glue wigs? Let's do a whole video on that, because I don't know. I mean, I do, but like sometimes when I do my wigs, they come out great. Sometimes when I do them, you can see the lace. We're not trying to do that. Also, I don't spend a lot of money on wigs. I think the most expensive wig I've ever bought is like $185, maybe $200, but I doubt it. So it's like maybe in like the $175 or $200 range. So of course, like you can't really get HD lace for that price most of the time, especially if you're buying from a person who's buying from a wholesaler and then marking the price up, which is another thing that I'm gonna talk about in a Get Ready With Me rant. Probably sometime this week, actually. But my point is the quality of the lace is something that I gotta kind of like work with extra hard to make it look like my hair. So I'm still trying to figure out like my technique for that. Okay, so the last question I'll answer: what is your idea of a dream date? I feel like this could be a whole video in itself, so I'm gonna keep it simple and maybe I'll talk about it a lot more later. But like, my idea of a dream date, let me not get specific. I'm gonna just talk about like the kind of vibes I would like on a dream date. I feel like my idea of a dream date is any kind of date where I feel like we're comfortable to have like a wide range of conversations. Maybe that sounds corny, I don't know, but I mean like somebody who I could talk to about TV and also politics, and not even like let's talk about politics because I don't know a lot about politics, but like somewhere where I'm going to be like, yeah, like I don't know a lot about politics, but I'm thinking about this is the presidential candidate that I'm on the look for, like this is my research, what do you do? Just like conversations I feel like that are easy flowing and easy going are kind of hard to have sometimes. So like any kind of date where like the vibe is there and there's like some sort of a connection and where we're both obviously like liking it, that would be my idea of a dream date. And with good food, because I mean like if you're not feeding me, what are we doing? That's mostly a joke, but like if we're not eating, what are we doing? Has to be food involved, hopefully good food. All right, so that is it for this week's video. I'm gonna try to upload once a week. That's gonna be my goal. My goal is to have a video up let's say every Saturday. Every Saturday, I want to have a video up. I want to kind of have like a weekly routine going. Maybe once my life gets a little less hectic, I'll be able to do like more than one video a week. Probably sometime over spring break, I'll be able to pre-record a couple videos, so it might be like twice a week. But for now, we're going to commit to once a week. Like I said, I'm a PhD student. I be busy. That's why all of my stuff isn't really like all set up or anything like that. I also am just now noticing that you could probably hear my stool. We'll get that switched out too. But no, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said in the beginning, like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have no idea how many times I be like in the mirror in the shower, literally like talking to myself as if I'm doing a YouTube video. Maybe that's weird to admit, but either way, like, it's so funny that I'm actually saying that for real this time. But like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. This is a caveat, because of course I can never stop talking. Recently, I've realized that when I leave places, I say toodles. Like, I'll be at work, and I'll be leaving somebody off, and I'm like, toodles! I don't know when that started. I don't know where that came from. I don't think I like it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will see y'all in my next one.